gentlemen, give a big Joey's Comedy Club welcome to one of your own, a Detroit native and an all-around great guy. Please give it up for Mr. Rick Lane!
How we doing, Joey? Great crowd, there's so many. It's awesome. How's your Thursday going? You excited? Yeah? Okay. Any birthdays tonight? Oh. Birthday. You have a crown on. Are you turning 40? Well, happy birthday. Oh, guys. I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm a little bit tired. My wife woke me up very early this morning to tell me that there was a spider this big in the basement. So I went downstairs to investigate. What do you guys think I found? A spider this big. Right down there in the basement. That got me thinking. The world would be a much better place if women judged penis size the same way that they judge spider size. I mean, when you see my penis, I want you to feel like you should probably go wake someone up in order to help you deal with it. Speaking of ludicrous penis-sized claims, I think the Mythbusters should do a hip-hop lyrics episode. Maybe take care of some of those ludicrous claims. They could say something like, "We've built a contraption which, if our calculations are correct, should be able to tell us whether or not the dick does in fact run so deep that it will put her ass to sleep." We're also going to tackle a viewer myth. What's the probability that out of 99 problems, a bitch isn't going to be one of them? I had a lady come up to me one time after a set, and she goes, "I just want to let you know, myth confirmed," and then walked away. I have no idea which myth she was talking about, but I think we can guess. Anyway, you guys, I watch too much TV. There's been a movie on TV lately. It's called Taken. Anyone familiar? If you're not familiar, it stars Liam Neeson as an ex-CIA assassin type, whose daughter goes to Paris on vacation. Now, once the daughter gets to Paris, she calls home to check in with Daddy. But while she's on the phone with Daddy, sex slave traffickers break into the apartment and kidnap her. The head kidnapper actually has the audacity to pick up the phone with Daddy, Liam Neeson, still on the other end. What ensues is the single greatest telephone conversation ever to be recorded on film. A telephone conversation I like to recant every time I order a pizza. So when I call up for a pizza pie, it goes a little something like this. "I don't know who you are, but you're going to make me a pizza. It's going to have pepperoni on it and mushrooms. If it's a tip you're looking for, I can tell you that I don't have money. But what I do have is a very particular hunger. A hunger I've developed over a very long day. A hunger that could be a nightmare for people like you. If you deliver my pizza now, I will not pursue you. That'll be the end of it. But if you do not deliver my pizza in 30 minutes or less, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you." Now, 9 times out of 10, what I hear on the other end is not applause, but is, "Whatever, bro, what's your address?" I think it's great. But one time, there was a very long pause, and then, "Good luck." He's seen it too! Speaking of sex slave traffickers and pizza, I was raised by very religious parents. My mom was so religious, in fact, that she actually went through a period of time in her life where she would answer the telephone by saying, "Praise the Lord." Now, she did this enough that it effectively replaced hello as her greeting. So she could do it no matter what was happening in her life. Say, for instance, she was scolding me for being caught in a lie and the telephone rang. That would go something like this. "You walk in this house, you look me dead in my face, and you both face lie to me, Ricky, and it's bullshit. And I will not stand for it because I do not stand for both, praise the Lord." Mid-curse word. So now that I'm a little bit older, and we have caller ID technologies, I've decided I'm going to give her a taste of her own medicine. So no matter what I'm doing, if I see that it's my mom calling, I handle it like this. Gay marriage. She loves it. a tendency to disagree with me verbally. When she disagrees with me verbally, I have a tendency to feel oppressed. I think the natural human tendency, whenever anyone feels oppressed, is to write a spiritual. I've written a spiritual. It goes a little something like this. Why you gotta tell me how to drive? I know where the restaurant is. This is usually when she loses her mind. Starts freaking out at me. Why do you always gotta write something while you're such an ass? So what I like to do underneath that, in order to add some drama, some sentiment to the situation, is I just bring a nice reprise. So, why are you gonna be such a mess? What this also does is it says, honey, I'm still not listening, but I am still being a dick. Just a little dick. Nothing need to go waking people up. I don't want you guys to think it's all oppression and spirituals around the house. It's not. Occasionally I'm right. And as we all know, being right is a joyous occasion. Joyous occasions don't call for spirituals, no, no. Joyous occasions call for 1980s Eddie Murphy action movie theme songs. So those sound a little bit more like this. I am the smartest man on the planet Earth. Don't you know that I am the smartest man in the whole wide world? Here's a verse. You are in trouble and you're feeling down. Pick up your head and take a look around. Ain't no problem we can't solve, 'cause I am the smartest man about. Now, what this does is it plants a seed. You'll find that out on the way home when you start whistling it. And I found that out when I was driving around about a week after I did that to my wife, and I heard from the passenger seat, I was left with a decision. I could A, chalk that up as a win and enjoy the rest of my evening. Or I could say, what you whistling, honey? Which when she realized what she was whistling and said, why are you gonna write stupid stuff? And then I said, so we got a GPS.